Hello friends, I wanted to make a video about one of the things I've been making a lot in my effort to lose some weight and be healthier. I love to cook, I love to eat, but losing weight requires that you really watch, your calories and your carbs and all of that. So I've had to simplify it. My life is pretty busy and complicated, and this is something I really enjoy and is so easy to do. I eat a big salad every day for lunch. That's my main kind of my main meal of the day is this big salad. And let me grab the bowl so you can see. This is the size of salad bowl, and I fill it almost all the way up, so it's a lot. It's Mr. Ed would be pleased with the amount of greenery that goes into the salads. And then I always put a protein, and it's usually baked chicken. And what I found when I was younger, I think when all of us were younger, chicken breasts were the thing that everybody went to because the fat content was low. The problem is that chicken breasts are dry and they don't really have that much flavor. So you're kind of left not satisfied. So I've really become a fan in the last couple of years of chicken thighs. And I buy them frozen. This is from Walmart. It's probably actually chicken. Anyway, it's frozen, comes in this bag. What I do is I prepare a baking pan. I put some parchment paper on the bottom because that makes cleanup a lot easier. I'll take the thighs and I arrange them on here. Now, this looks like a lot, but because there's so much moisture in these and they really shrink down quite a bit. So I'm going to just arrange these here. Now these happen to be skin on. Usually I get skin off, but what I'll do is once I bake them, I'll pull the skin off and toss it out. But if you bake it with it on, it gives it a little bit better flavor. And then I'm going to season them. And because they're frozen, the seasoning just kind of bounces off. So I take some an oil spray. This is probably canola. I've just reused this squirter bottle a lot. And I just give them a little spritz so that the seasoning has something to stick to. And then I'll salt and pepper. Too little salt is not good, and too much salt is not good. So I just put some on, and then once they're done, I'll taste it and see. And then some ground pepper. And now if you could look on here, you'd see that this stuff is sticking a little bit better because of this spray. And I've got this Herbes de Provence that I'm going to put on there. And the reason I chose this is because it's almost gone, and then I can make room in my cabinet. And there's actually not quite enough in here. But I don't like to flavor them too much because it might clash with whatever salad dressing I choose. So I'm going to just put this on here. Yeah, it's probably enough. Yeah, that's good. That's actually was actually the perfect amount. I'm going to bring the camera over and just show you what these look like now. So you might be saying, well, when you cook something from frozen, doesn't it dry out and not cook right? Well, what I do is I cook it on 250 for about an hour and a half. And so that it defrosts and it starts the baking process. And then after about an hour and a half, I'll goose it up to maybe 375 for about 20 minutes until they look kind of brown and a little bit appetizing that way. So I take this foil and I cover it up really good. In fact, I'm going to put another piece around it because I kind of want it sealed so all the moisture stays in while it's doing this slow and low cooking. in there in a nice, hermetically sealed, left in a mayonnaise jar on the front porch of Funk and Wagnall's house, showing my age. So I'm going to come over here to the oven. Let's see if I can bring my phone. And I'm going to open the oven. Put the thighs inside on the upper rack. And I'm going to set the timer for 1.5 hours, and then I'm going to come back and take it out, goose the temperature, and then when I'm all done and I let it cool, I pull it apart or cut it into the size of pieces that you'd want on a salad. And then I freeze that, and when it's time for me to make my salad, I pull out about 6 ounces. You know, I know about what that is now. I put it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes while I'm making my salad. So then I have a nice salad with warm protein, and it's really satisfying and really good with any kind of dressing, that, you know, the highest fat content possible, because I only use 2 tablespoons. Anyway, so there you have it. Hope you enjoyed that chicken a la Anne.